Hey guys, okay, tomorrow, June 20th, is the grand opening at Universal Studios of Transformers The Ride. Today's June 19th, and they're doing an evening reception. Find out what that is.
I think it exceeds. I mean, we try to exceed guest expectations, and I think we've gone beyond that here. But seeing the reaction of the guests coming off the ride, that's what makes it all worthwhile. I mean, that sounds old-fashioned, but that's really what makes it worthwhile. You spend a lot of time, a lot of hard work building something like this, and you see the guests come off, and they're going crazy. What's fun about it, though, is there's a lot of technology in this ride. But I think what we've done a great job in doing is technology is just a tool to tell the story. So we don't want the technology to become the story. And I think it's really hit the mark there because guests get off and they go, wow, how'd they do that? You know, and that's what we want. We don't want you thinking about how we're doing it while you're on the ride because we want you to enjoy the experience. And I think this attraction is hit it out of the park.
Talk about the wow factor. When they're saying wow, what are they saying wow to? Are they pointing to anything specifically?
I think it's just the general scale of this attraction because you've got 28-foot characters that unfold full size right in front of you. And you're standing right before Optimus Prime and Megatron. And I think, you know, the sets are that scale. The energy and the action of this show is non-stop, and yet it's very clear. It's easy to follow the story. I think even starting from the queue line, when we set up the Jared's Nest headquarters, and the story's explained, and Joe Morshaw was there, and Megatron's coming. So it builds this excitement. And it's also, again, I think they don't think about how we're doing it. They just go off and they kind of take their breath and go, wow. And it's like, let's go again.
Right.
So the more each time you go through it, you'll find something and see something a little different that you didn't see before.
How long is the actual ride itself?
It's a little over 4 minutes.
Because you talk about the challenges of making a movie into an attraction. What are the challenges of doing it?
Well, it's always a challenge from a story standpoint because the movie you have 90 minutes to 2 hours or whatever you need to tell the story. We have 4 minutes. Now, with the Transformers, the characters are very familiar, but still we had to come up with a very simple storyline that you could follow easily. And also, to make sure that in 4 minutes, you want a little chance to breathe once in a while, but you want to keep the pace moving, you know? So the challenge is, like, 4 minutes sounds like a short time, but when you have to pack all that energy and all that action and all the media and all the sets and the programming of the ride vehicles and the explosions and the sets and all that, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of time to fill up.
Was there any differences between this attraction versus its counterparts in Hollywood and Singapore?
No, the attraction itself is identical. The ride system and everything. We changed the pre-show layout a little bit just because we had the building configuration, but it's the same ride.
What I'm hearing from a lot of people is the way that the film and the physical sets are seamless in this. Talk a little bit about how it became seamless and just how you guys are getting better at making it feel seamless?
What film? What sets? It's all one piece.
That's exactly
I know what you're talking about.
Exactly
wow, how'd they do that? I think that's a challenge, you know, and as the imagery of the high-def video becomes better and better, that helps because now there's not such a hard line between what you're looking at in media when you have a three-dimensional set piece. So that helps us. But it's very carefully laid out because when you're going through this scene, as you're moving, you want to make sure that what you're focused on stays in your center, stays focused with you. Because in other times you might go past it and all of a sudden there's little parallax on the video, so it seems a little out of kilter, especially with 3D. So you want to make sure that the 3D focal point stays with the ride vehicle as it's moving through each scene.
Awesome, can't wait to ride it.
And how long did it take you to actually build the ride? Because it seemed like it was very quick compared to some of the other attractions that are available in the park.
This is the fastest we've ever built in the history of the company, the fastest we've ever built an attraction of this scale and this size. Now, keep in mind, we did it twice before. We had it open in Universal Studios in Singapore and in Hollywood. So we had the advantage of knowing how things were supposed to go together. The jigsaw puzzle had been put together once, and we just had to take the same pieces.
And how many months was it? Like
10.5 months.
10.5.
Yeah.